Hello and welcome to another weekly video from Career Codex, where I discuss everything relating to finding success in the executive job market. My name's Simon Gray, and in this video I'm taking lessons from shopping and applying them to executive job search. While coaching a private client this week, this very topic came up, and in many respects being in the market for a new executive position is very similar to shopping. In the retail environment, we're on the lookout for what we want, and the search takes place both in the physical world and online. For some, shopping is an enjoyable experience, but for many it's something they'd rather avoid, especially in the lead up to Christmas. However, whatever your attitude towards shopping, there are important lessons we can take from this everyday experience which can be applied when it comes to executive job search. You see, the transactional element of shopping is the same. We exchange money in return for goods or services, but the experience can differ drastically. It's a similar story in the executive job market, where again the transactional element is the same, offer and acceptance, but the experience along the way is what we choose to make it. So with this in mind, let's consider the how, when and where of the retail environment and then apply certain observations to executive job search. Firstly, how. How you shop is up to you, and in needing to buy a birthday gift for that special someone, how you set out determines the end result. Option one is landing in town with no idea what to buy, with no idea where to get it, and this can be frustrating and time consuming. In addition, the probability of your loved one being happy with his or her gift is at best left to chance. Option two is carefully quizzing your loved one to gain an understanding of what they might like. This facilitates advanced research and clear identification of the product you want to buy and where to get it. The shopping trip is focused, targeted and quick. Furthermore, if the purchase is of a high value item where there is a decision to be made, say on specification, advanced preparation will help you make the right one for you and for your intended recipient. In the executive job market, option one is the path well trodden. At first glance, it can seem like the easier option. After all, there's less upfront work. But in reality, it invariably leads to a frustrating and disempowering experience with very poor results. This in part comes down to a choice to be reactive or to proactively go after what you want. Both options are available to us all, but the latter involves taking personal responsibility and usually involves a step out of an existing comfort zone. However, if taken, this is the route to a more empowered and fulfilling journey with much better results. Next up, when. We all know there are good times and bad times to go shopping. When the shops are crowded, it's harder to find what we're looking for, assuming we know, but if we don't know, it makes the challenge even more difficult. Think Christmas Eve or the January sales, where the individual consumer's urge to action is compressed into a small window of time, pitted against everyone else. In stark contrast, purchasing your presents well in advance of the holiday season and ahead of the majority can lead to a more pleasurable, less stressful and far more successful gift buying experience. As human beings, we have a tendency to leave things to the last minute and to follow the crowd. In the executive job market, it's often the same, but competing with the majority is never a high probability strategy for success. Adopting an approach that relies solely on applying to executive positions advertised online or those presented by executive search firms puts you in a race with everyone else. Instead, getting ahead of the market and tapping into the place I call the hidden market helps you to stand out and to uncover and sometimes even create executive career opportunities others miss or never even see. And finally, where? In the retail environment, we have a choice available to us all. We can choose to shop in the large retail outlets which sell a multitude of different products and services, or to focus our attention on smaller specialist outfits. Part of the attraction of the larger outlet is that if we don't know what we want to buy, we're more likely to find it there. But in reality, is this actually the case? Wouldn't it be better to know what we want and then consult with a specialist who focuses on a specific area of the retail offering? Wouldn't we receive far better advice and a much better service? When it comes to executive job search, it may seem like flexibility will deliver up more opportunities, but this is rarely the case. Focus always trumps flexibility, and honing in on the type of organisation, role and geography of the position you really want, whether it's advertised or not, is a much better strategy. Getting clear on your direction of travel empowers you to clarify your value proposition along with a message to the market that resonates with the decision makers you're looking to reach. So in summary, there are interesting parallels all around us in relation to the challenges of executive job search and what it takes to stand out and get hired. This is no coincidence, because successful executive job search has very little to do with a CV or resume or the things you might expect, but comes down to an understanding of how the game is best played and human psychology, yours and the thinking of those you come into contact with. Observing what the majority do in any situation is no guarantee that this is what you should do. Indeed, in many situations, and most definitely in the executive job market, observing the actions of others and taking a completely different approach is much better advice. For more information on Career Codex and the 4 components of successful executive job search, which will empower you to define, find and secure the executive position you really want, please visit careercodex.com and sign up for the free mini course there. Also, please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. My username is Simon Gray ACA. That's it for today, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.